One of the things I've done in high school is volunteer for a charity called Dog Days. That's a dog rescue organization. We bring in dogs from rescues that are where the dogs are in danger of being, animal shelters where the dogs are in danger of being euthanized just because the shelters don't have the resources or the funds to care for the number of dogs that they have. And I did a lot of fundraising for Dog Days the past couple of years, and also I've volunteered for them since 8th grade. And through the fundraising I did for them, I raised just over $4,000. Mr. Wilson, my director he's the band director, he's definitely been a really influential person in my life. He has helped me to grow not only as a musician, but also just as a person in general. One of the sort of values that he always emphasizes in band is remembering to apply emotion to the pieces that we're playing, and not only in music, but also just in the rest of our lives, to always remember that whatever we're doing it for a reason, and that we're actually feeling something and allowing ourselves to express emotion or communicate something through whatever we're doing. Something that I definitely struggled with when I was younger is that I always felt like I had to choose just one part of who I am. That, you know, when people always ask, what do you want to do when you grow up, or what do you want to be? And I've always had these really varied interests and passions. I'm a musician and an artist, but I also like math and science, and a lot of times people think, well, those don't go together. You can't do both. And I used to really struggle with that, and I thought that I would eventually have to just choose one and disregard all of my other passions and my other interests. And through being in a small high school like this, where the teachers and the administrators really encourage you to explore different passions and to be as involved as you want to be, I've been able to pursue really all of my different passions and to grow in all of them and be able to sort of integrate them in ways that I wouldn't have necessarily expected. And so I think that just learning that to be a whole person, you can have multiple passions, and you don't have to let go of something that's important to you just because people think, well, that doesn't go with the other things you're interested in. That's something that I learned through being in high school and being in this school specifically too. There are so many dogs in the US and just in the world that are euthanized, just not because they're aggressive and can't be put in a home or because they have done anything wrong, but just because of circumstances and where they are, and that there aren't adopters around them or there aren't resources to care for them. And there are so many people that want a dog but don't know about these animals that are, you know, so lacking in care and resources. And I think that if more people knew about that issue, and also if I could snap my fingers and get rid of the issue and just give all the dogs homes, of course I would do that. But also just awareness about that, and, you know, people like being aware of that when they're looking to adopt a dog and maybe thinking, well, maybe I'll adopt a rescue dog. I think that would be something that I would really want to be able to do. I'm going to Emory University next year in Georgia. I'm studying on the Oxford campus for the first 2 years, which is in Covington, Georgia. And then junior year, I'll move to the Atlanta campus at Emory. And so what's cool about that program is the Oxford campus has only 1,000 students, and so I'll have a lot of really small classes and be able to really get to know my professors, which I'm really excited about. And then at the Atlanta campus, my junior year, the Emory Atlanta campus has so many research opportunities and resources there. So I'm really excited to be able to study there. And I'm planning on studying psychology, but I am still a little bit undecided with my course of study. I'm also interested in Spanish and in like STEM topics, like I said before. And I also hope to stay involved in the arts, in theater and drawing and painting, and sort of keep my passions alive there.